Live streaming is a great way to share your stories and your vision and your ideas live from anywhere in the world. And over the last few months, I've made a few videos on this channel about live streaming using the DJI OSMO Action cameras, or this one here is the DJI OSMO Action 6. Now, from making those videos, I've had lots and lots of questions. And in this video, I'm going to do my very best to answer them for you. All right, so undoubtedly the biggest question that I've had with this channel is why can't I use my DJI Action camera via the Mimo app to broadcast to YouTube or to live stream to YouTube? Now, it's a very common problem. If you're suffering from this problem, you are not alone. It's to do with the compatibility issue between the Mimo app and YouTube. So instead of choosing YouTube when you go into the Mimo app and you want to live stream, you want to use the RTMP option. Now, I found a really cool platform. It's called Restream, and it's got a couple of different plans on there. There's a free plan and a paid plan. But the free plan allows you to live stream to up to 2 different platforms. So it could be YouTube and Twitch or Facebook Live, or TikTok. There's so many to choose from, and you can do all that free, and it's quick and it's easy to do. And I made a video about that, and I'll put a link to it in the description down below, and I'll also put it up here at the top of the screen so you can check that out now. So if you're having issues live streaming to those sites, I would definitely recommend checking out that video. So also, I've had some questions regarding privacy settings with Restream, and other questions too about the settings, like whether you can change the title or the description or other details. And yes, you can definitely do all that kind of stuff. So if you just want your video to say only go to your family and friends, that's very, very easy to do. You want to change the title, that's super easy to do. I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Okay, let's start off right now by taking a look at these are the live stream settings. I've actually gone into the DJI Mimo app, and I've actually put my RTMP URL, which is what I've got from Livestream. We showed you how to do that in a previous video. Now, if I go back into Restream and I have a look here, what I want to do is I want to create a new stream. So I'm going to tap on New. Now I'm going to choose the option here where it says Encoder RTMP, just like we showed you before in the video. It's now going to bring up this screen here. And if we have a look at this screen down the bottom here, it gives you the option. I'll get rid of that. Look here at the bottom of the screen here. It's going to give you the option where it's going to show the title of your YouTube channel that you've already paired. And it's going to say, give it a title automatically where it says live April 26, which is today's date. Now, if you want to change the title or you want to change any other details, just want to tap on where it says edit. Now, once you tap on edit, it's going to bring up this screen here. It's going to give you a chance where you can actually change the title to whatever you want to put. So we're going to put today's Sunday. We'll just put live Sunday. We're going to call this one here. Now you can put a description as well. So we're just going to put test, and you can also adjust the orientation if you like. We're just going to keep it on landscape for now. You can choose your category here as well. Like you make it sports if you want to. And here's where you can change your privacy settings. So currently, by default, it's set to public. But if you want to make it just a situation where you upload it to YouTube, just share it with your friends, you can choose private, or you can also choose unlisted. There's a stream latency there as well. We'll just kind of keep that on stream, and you can also choose closed captions as one of the options as well. So once you're happy with that, you want to scroll to the bottom of the screen, and then you want to tap on where it says save. You can see the title's changed, and you can see how it's listed as unlisted. Okay, so once that's done, all I need to do now is just tap on the toggle, and that is now going to go through the process where we're going to start to put it or get it all ready for streaming online. We want to go back here now into the live stream settings for the DJI Mimo app. Now here at the bottom, you can change some settings here as well, but for the most part, we're going to keep it the way it is for this example. Down the bottom, go down here to tap on Start Live Stream. Now, if we tap on Start Live Stream, and now we're going to go back into this one here, which is your Restream. Currently says offline. If we go back to the home screen there, you'll see how it's now going through the process where it's broadcasting live. So right now I'm here in my home studio, and I am recording this live stream with a DJI OSMO Action 6. So now if we look here on the screen, I'm talking to you on the camera. So there's the camera, and I'll just put my phone right next to the camera. So if we have a look here, we can see the resolution that's been chosen automatically. It shows you the health. It also shows you the bit rate as well. And it shows us that we should be, whoops, put that across there. By hitting that slider there across to the right, you can see we're restreaming here fine. It's telling us that everything should be going okay. So now it says that, shows down the bottom how it's sending the data to YouTube. So this might just take a couple of seconds. So now we've got the DJI Mimo app is firing, and we've got Restream is firing because it's kind of showing you what's going on. And we've just got to look down the bottom here, and we can see how, now you can see on the screen how it says streaming. So it's now streaming to YouTube. So whatever you're recording now is either going live if you've chosen public, but I've chosen unlisted. So it's just going to go to my YouTube account, and then I can share that via a link later on to my friends if I want to. So there you go. So as you can see right now, we've actually changed the settings. Now, another really cool thing as well, if you look here next to the title, so it's got April 26 on it, I can press that little drop down, and it then says update title. So while I'm actually recording this, I can actually change the title if I wish. Now you can also add a description, and you can also upload a thumbnail too, if you wish. If that's something that you want to do, that's definitely a possibility. You tap on update all, and we can see here now at the top of the screen on Restream here, it says the title of the videos now says April 26 Sunday. I must have forgot to save that. VistaCreate is an easy to use design platform that you can use on desktop or mobile. You don't really need to have any experience to be able to use it and make some great creative projects. And I'm proud to say that they are the sponsor of today's video. To show you just how easy it is to use VistaCreate, I'm now going to make a YouTube thumbnail in a matter of minutes. First of all, I'm going to tap on the YouTube thumbnail option from the home screen. Now it's going to bring up this templates menu, which shows you all the templates that you can use for your project. Now on the left of the screen are a whole bunch of options, but the one we're going to look at is uploads. And this is where you upload any photos or videos from your phone or from your PC. You can also choose backgrounds. There's also text options. But what I'm going to do right now is go back up to where it says uploads and click on that to bring up this screen here. I'm going to select one of the photographs that I've uploaded from my phone a little bit earlier on. Just going to double tap on that photo to put it onto the main canvas screen. And now I'm just going to stretch it out and adjust it to where I want to have it in my final thumbnail design. At the top of the screen there too, there's also the edit image button. You can tap on that and it brings up some other options on the left-hand side, including some fun filters. There's also a cropping tool as well. You can tap on this button here to add text. And then when you're happy with your final design, you just want to tap on this blue button up here at the top, which says export. Now it's going to bring up this screen here. And then what you want to do, you want to choose what sort of format that you wish to use. So we're going to use JPEG today. Tap on the download as button and it will download that image to your PC. And there you have it. There is your new thumbnail. You can try VistaCreate for free by clicking on the link in the description. A big thank you to VistaCreate for supporting the channel. Now let's get back to today's video. Now talking about Restream, I did have a couple of questions from Blazing Beats 978 and T-Bone After Hours asking me if you can actually see the comments feed while you are using the Restream app, or using the Restream site rather, while you are live streaming. And you can, and right now I'm going to show you how. If you look here, if you tap over here just to the right of where it says channels, it says chat. And down the bottom here is where you can actually type a message to say maybe your followers or your friends, will type and say hello. And then what happens is that is now on the chat. So if you go into your YouTube channel and you have a look, which is what we'll do shortly, you'll see how that comment that I've actually just written down there from Restream will also appear under the YouTube live stream feed, which is pretty cool. You can also go into chat settings as well and mess around with a few little details there as well. You can change appearance, a few other bits and pieces, but we'll get out of that. We'll just go back to the screen that we had before. All right, so what I've done right now is we've actually gone into YouTube, and we've actually gone into the option there where it says live. Okay, so, and if we have a look here under our live settings, we can see this first one here, which is the one which I've just created on Restream. But what I'm interested in is where it says down here to the right, it's got this view in live control room. So if I tap on view in live control room, it's now going to bring up the live control room in just a second. Great. Okay, so you give it a minute, and now what's happened is this is our, this is going to show us what we're actually recording via the camera, which is this one over here. Like I said, I've got the Osmo Action 6 happening, and via the Restream app. Okay, so we've got cameras everywhere this morning. So here we go. So I've got the app. There's the app showing Restream, and there's the app showing Restream, and it's showing it we're broadcasting live. And now over here, if I take a look here, I've got my screen here, my YouTube studio, I guess what you can call it. And then down here on this screen here is where you can actually see your chat session as well. Now there's a little comment I made before when I was on Restream. It's appeared there, but if I want to respond to it, I can say, hey, how are you? I can actually type something back, and that's now going to go in the feed. So this is how you can actually thank people who might be watching your live stream, or maybe people who might be donating money to your channel, for example. It's as simple as that. Now, if you want to go back into any other settings here, we can tap on stream settings, and it shows you your URL. You can also switch here, enable auto start, which I did previously. And so that's why I kicked on straight away, like once I logged into this screen. I hope you're finding this video where we answer your questions on live streaming really helpful. And if you are, I would really appreciate it if you give me a big like button, hit that like button, and smash the subscribe one as well. I would super appreciate you doing those couple little small things. By doing that, it helps YouTube push out this video to more people like you who want to learn how to get the most out of their DJI Osmo Action camera. Thank you for listening. Let's get back to today's video. All right, so I also had a great question asking me what happens to the live stream once it is done? Well, the simple answer is it actually gets stored to the DJI Mimo app. So if you want to go into it and edit it later on, that is where you will find it. So I hope that answers some of your questions today about live streaming. If you do have any more comments or queries, please feel free to hit me up in the comment section down below. I will do my very best to answer them for you. If you want to learn more about how to get the most out of your DJI Osmo Action camera, like this is the 6, which I think is a rather amazing little piece of equipment, then what you want to do, you want to click on this video over here right now. Thank you for watching today. I appreciate you and your company, and I'll see you in the next video.